Today we are going to make a small container like this. This is a recycled project using tube like this and make into a container this way. So this closes this way and the other side go this way, and then so you can put a small article object, something like jewelry, and you can use this as a present box. So now let's begin showing you how to do this one. First, I try to explain the tools and material that we use. What we need is a tube like this. Actually, this is the inside of the toilet tissue, and a sheet of paper. I'm using Japanese origami paper this time, but that is bigger than the tube of this tissue paper, and if you roll it, there is a overlap that where you can put some glue. So you just need a piece of paper which is bigger than the roll of tissue paper. Okay, and the other thing we need is pen, and then scissors, a tool like this, and pinching, what you call the closes, the pinch pin, and a little circle, which is approximately probably a little bigger than 2 inch, and some glue. And also what we need is a very heavy book, which we are going to use later. So let's begin step number one. First, we take a piece of a roll like this and then squash into two. And this is a little tough cardboard, so I usually use the end of the scissors to make it stay into half like this. You can use any tool that is convenient for you to do this one. The next step is to cut the round shape, and which is now the time for us to use this curve. And I usually use my thumb as a guideline, and so two sides are exactly the same, and then I put the line from here to the other side, and then like this, and then I do another line on the other side. Like this. So what we do is cut this line. So I have another one which I already cut. For example, this, I'm going to cut this one. So the shape becomes like this. Okay. Now what we do to cut out a piece of paper that comes outside, and I already pre-cutted a piece, but how I made it is like this. I cut middle of this tube as a sample, and it became like this, and I put this piece on top of this paper on the other side of the, not the outside but the inside. So, and then I made a nice line using as a template, so become like this, and then I cut the line using scissors. So we need a little bit of extra paper here so we can tuck inside. And in order to tuck inside, we need a little slit. If you do sewing, and then if you have experience of making a pocket and paste onto an apron or something and made it into a round corner, this is about the same thing that you do. Just make a little slit until just before this line. Like so. And I'm going to glue this one on this tube. First you put good amount of glue at the center. So this paper is going to stick to the cardboard, and then a little bit of glue at the edge. Like this. So now the time for us to put this extra paper inside. So what I'm going to do, squeeze out enough amount of glue, and using your fingertip, spread the glue in thin layer, and then start to tuck inside like this. And again, this is depending on the quality of the paper you're using. It tends to not to stay if the type of paper like this, the shiny outside, it's kind of slippery too, so it needs time to stay. So the pinch like this helps also. And another useful tool is this heavy book. While we are waiting for the paper to dry, you can put it under or in between this heavy book. So, as you see, this end is done. The last step we need to do is kind of simple, but need a little care because of the fragility of the surface of this paper. It's depending on the paper you use. If you're using a very, very thin paper, you need to find out what works best. What I'm using is a pen. Because background is black, so I'm using a black ballpoint pen. And same circle, but I'm using this pen to make a mark, and then fold from this edge that go inside, and let's work on the other side. So what we did, the ballpoint pen mark is here, so according to this line, turn it inside, and this is in good shape, so I put it back, and then